Hey, what's up, you guys? So, been kind of wanting to do a video, um, other than like the review I did this morning. I know it kind of ended abruptly. If you guys have seen it by the time this video gets uploaded, I don't know if any of you guys have watched it or not. Um, it it was good. There's some stuff that I could have also talked about that I remembered afterwards. I will say though, the reason why, like, I want to talk a little bit real quick. I'm not trying to make this like sad or anything. It's really not like super sad. It's actually, I guess you could say, like inspiring, maybe, at least for my point of view. I will say that Marvel, and mainly the movies, not really even the comics, have really affected me. They've affected me throughout my life and my 14 years on this earth. They've affected me. You know, I knew more about Marvel than DC from the start. Um, Now I will say, of course, now I know a lot more stuff in the comics. I want to read more of the comics. You know, like there's certain characters that I like more that happen to only be in the comics right now. You know, like Spider-Man Noir. I mean, he's been on a movie, but it's not an MCU movie. It's just a animated movie. Um, you know, stuff like that. But these movies have impacted me. You know, there's lessons you can take from them, and I'm just pointing that out. You know, there's, you know, honestly, I'm sad. Like today, I didn't know what to feel. You know, this morning, of course, I was still in that Marvel thing, and I still am, and not like I'm not. I even have my Captain America with me. I've been taking him everywhere because he's just so freaking cool, man. Um, and seeing the decade end of stuff that I enjoyed. You know, the series or the universe isn't over. It's just that a big stepping stone. They ended the original Avengers, practically. You know, and you know, of course, I'm excited for what they're gonna do and see what they're gonna have for the new Avengers team, uh, like you know, Captain Marvel and Winter Soldier. You know, because Winter Soldier is one of my favorite. You know, he's awesome. But honestly, when I started out, you know, from the original Avengers, of course, Captain America was my favorite. So knowing that I probably will never see him again is kind of sad. You know, I'm just trying to point this out here that a lot of these characters mean a lot to me. You know, and I thank Stan Lee for that. You know, I hope he's having one of the best times he could ever have up in heaven. You know, because he's loved by a lot of people. I guess that's the one thing that I hope he knows, which I think he does know, but you know. Well, this beginning of the video is kind of, you know, depressing, and I'm not trying to make it that way. I'm just trying to put that out there. But that's gonna be the end of that segment of the video. I don't really like getting serious too much unless it's like a super serious thing. Like, and I'm just throwing stuff out there. If something happens in my life, like, you know, I'm gonna record, you know, a video talking to you guys saying I might not be uploading like I usually do, um, you know, because so and so happened. You know, I really am not in the mood type thing. That's always a possibility. You know, so at least to say, you know, I know this. YouTube channels isn't super huge, but I hope it does become huge because I want to inspire people. Do what you want to do, no matter what people think. I guess that's kind of what I live my life by, really. But other than that, let's get into some happy stuff, man. I'm trying to. Today has been kind of a laid back day, because yesterday all I was worried about was watching Avengers Endgame. Well, I watched YouTube videos throughout the day mostly. Played with, these the 2-pack that I got on Friday, and and then we went to go see Endgame, and that was an awesome movie. I still love it. I still, my favorite part about it is the whole big army fight scene. The army of Thanos versus almost every single MCU hero. So at least to say that was pretty cool. So some happy stuff. So I will say, I want to let you guys know, I think a while back when they originally came out with the first 10 years, I'm still going to try to get those every now and then. If I see them on the shelves, I'm going to try to get. I actually was debating on getting this one. The fact was, when I went to Walmart looking for this, luckily it was in clearance because it was $50. I didn't know it was $50. I only thought it was $40. So there. And I went to go look for it, and they usually have a certain area where they keep all the 2-packs there. There's none there. For me, I was kind of mainly looking for this set. I debated it for a long time. But I was also hoping in my mind to get maybe the Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket set because I need a new Ant-Man. Because if you didn't know, I actually do have when the first Ant-Man came out, it wasn't really movie accurate, but I got the Ant-Man figure and it broke once and we fixed it. And then it broke on the other arm and we haven't fixed it. So I'm just going to get that 2-pack. Also hoping to get Ultron and the Red Skull. I'm going to get a few of those. So just to let you know, it's not like I don't care about the first 10 years. It's just I'm more focused on the waves because it takes longer to get all of those. So, I'm trying to think here. Man. There's what else is there? Well, when I went there, I will also say they had a bunch of so they had this big section, and I'm just trying to imagine it in my head. Imagine a Walmart section of Marvel Legends. They had all these hooks, and it was filled with Captain Marvel. Because that was big. And then all of that, so these 2 top ones, here, were all put on the 3 pegs on the bottom, and it was all cleared. And the 2-packs were gone as well. That's why I went into the clearance section to see if they were there. My idea is this. They're getting ready for the Endgame, or they're getting ready for the X-Men wave. Because I've heard that Walmart has gotten the X-Men waves recently. So if I see Gambit there, at least to say I'm going to get him. If I have an extra $20, I might also get Beast. So, but if they get the Endgame, I want to get Ebony Maw and what's the other one? Ronan. But yeah, I'm gonna get those. Star Wars, I haven't really seen any new Star Wars in my area. Haven't seen any Boba Fett's. I might get Bosk eventually. I haven't, surprisingly enough, I haven't seen any of the Vintage Wave 2, and that was a while ago. I've only now started seeing the SPDR wave recently. That's kind of hoping, that's one of the reasons why I'm hoping to move from here to the coast, because I get all that stuff way faster. It'll basically be there right away. I can start getting them right then and there. Plus, there's more stuff to film about over in the East Coast, there's more stuff to do. It's easy to travel, so you could just take a flight over to, let's say we'll just use, like, we could take a flight to Australia, get there, and then I could record and have fun. So, yeah. Today's been a really laid back day. The reason why I'm recording this is partly because I don't know what to do. So, I'm honoring Iron Man with this shirt today. So, 2 months, I think. Is it 2 months, 3 months? We'll see, Spider-Man. So, I'll, do a review on that. Can't wait for those waves to come out for Spider-Man. For me, that wave, I will say, I don't know if I want to get the full wave. It builds up, I think its name is Molten Man. I don't know if I want to get the full wave of that. I know there's the 2 suits that Spider-Man's going to have. Definitely going to get those. Those are for sure. I'm also going to get that Spider-Woman. Not really interested in Doppelganger. Not that I don't like the body mold or anything, but that's part of the reason. Then also there's Hydro Man that I also want to get from that wave. I don't want to get Mysterio. I mainly just want to get the movie ones. But the problem with Mysterio for this one is funny for me because I want to finish the Lizard wave, and that has the comic Mysterio. Of course, some of you are like, well, there's movie and comic. Why don't you just split them up? See, I would. But for me, I usually just get one character. And I will say, the reason why I've had 3 Captain Americas. Okay, the first one that I have over here is a comic one that I don't really like that much. It's a good Captain America for comic, but I don't really like that much. So then I got the Infinity War one, and I didn't mind it. I was really happy with it because he had the brand new shield. Never had an MCU Captain America. Well then, after a while I realized how bad the face sculpt was. And I'm like, okay, let's get... Well then I finally was like, okay, let's get a different Captain America. And there's this one. So I'm thinking about replacing the other Captain America with this one. But that's a different story for a different day. I only go for like one character. Like, I'm only going to have one version of that character. How do I say this? Like, like the different universes, so they're technically way different characters, but like movie and comic, I don't really do that stuff, I don't differ from movie and comic usually, unless they haven't shown up in the movies yet, so that's why it's kind of like, Mysterio looks really cool, but I also want the comic Mysterio so I can finish that Lizard Build-A-Figure wave. I guess we'll see what happens, Right now, from that Lizard Build-A-Figure wave, all I really want is that Spider-Man Noir. Still don't have that. I'm really disappointed in myself. I think I have a concert this Tuesday, so yeah. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you want to see this week if you want to record videos. By the way, I will say, I did keep that Scarlet Spider box. It's in a box that I packed. The reason why is because, I want to remember how the boxes used to be. Because, like, I'm gonna probably, like, keep some boxes. For example, let me get this one over here. I just want to remember that, like, these are the new ones, and that was the old ones, so. It's gonna be it for this video, guys. You know, when I make a new review, I don't know if it'll be this week. It'll probably be on Friday. Probably just go and get a figure. I don't know what yet. I want to go to Walmart because, you know, they had that whole section cleared out, so I'm really curious. But otherwise, Target, the only reason why I would go there unless I see new stuff is because of that green Captain Marvel, so I can get a Dr. Minerva. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.